Hey guys, Dieter here. Just wanted to give you a quick update on the latest 49ers injury report going into Thursday night's game against the Rams. A couple of pretty key updates. And let's start with the big one. I'm a little skeptical of this. Calling it out as I see it. Nick Bosa listed as questionable for Thursday night's game. Now, the way that this week has been structured, they had one practice. They practiced on Tuesday. Such is Thursday night football, baby. It's barely football. Nick Bosa didn't practice. He's got the hip injury. He's got the oblique injury. And while Kyle has done some gamesmanship out there saying he could play, when the 49ers had to practice this week, Nick Bosa didn't practice. They had a walkthrough today. I'm not sure if that was real or if they just said they did it anyway. Regardless, they didn't practice today, and yet Nick Bosa listed as a limited participant in today's walkthrough. That makes him questionable for Thursday night's game. That'd be a huge deal if he played in the game, despite the fact that he hasn't practiced in weeks, because Matt Stafford, worst quarterback in the NFL when pressured. He has one scramble this season. He's abysmal. 5 interceptions to 2 touchdowns, lower than 50% completion rating. It's brutal. It's awful to watch. He can't move. If you put pressure on him, he melts. He's also arguably the best quarterback in the NFL with a clean pocket. The 49ers, we know that they had some pass rush success against the Bears. The Bears lead the NFL in sacks allowed. They stink at protecting Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams stinks at protecting himself. That was a game where they went full Washington Generals, the Chicago Bears. They handed it to the 49ers. Obviously, the LA Rams, who have a suspect offensive line themselves, they're not going to hand it to the 49ers the same way the Bears did. So Leonard Floyd, Yetur Gross-Matos, the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, I should note, and Nick Bosa, you can talk me into getting some pressure on Stafford, and that would change the line for me in this game, and I'd flip the advantage to the San Francisco 49ers. That said, I'm skeptical that he's going to play because he hasn't practiced in weeks, and I think this is a little bit of gamesmanship between Kyle Shanahan and Sean McVay heading into Thursday. Real quick, a couple other things to note. Isaac Guerendo didn't practice Tuesday, listed as questionable with a foot sprain for Thursday night's game. Would be absolutely huge if he played because the game against the Bears was the first time all season that the 49ers have had a viable running and catching threat out of the backfield. And guess what? They looked like the 49ers. And then a big thing that we'll talk about certainly after the game, Jair Brown is back in the starting lineup because Malik Mustapha injured and out for Thursday's game. The safety rotation keeps moving. We'll talk after Thursday's game. Dieter and Hutch. Talk to you then.